Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Girl You Know What. This is episode 6, y'all. So we are just moving right along, and we got a good one for you today. And as usual, I am your host, Tahir.
And I'm Keisha.
And like I said, this is going to be a good one because we're going to be talking about social media etiquette. And for at least both of us, I know for a fact because we were social media friends for a while, and we have both been on social media for a long time, different platforms, and different platforms are ran differently and stuff like that. But we do feel that there is a particular etiquette that you need to follow for social media.
Absolutely.
And
there's an etiquette for life. Like, you should be governing and conducting yourselves certain ways everywhere you go.
Oh my gosh, that is so true.
I don't think people know that anymore.
I don't think so either. I really don't. And not to be funny or shady, but I really don't think people know that. And that is kind of sad.
I don't think people care because now everything is like, oh, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And I can say whatever I want. And
you ain't gonna tell me what I can say and do, like that.
And everybody, what's the word they use? They call it, like, you a keyboard gangster, because now everybody is like, because you don't actually see people,
right?
So people think now, oh, I can just say whatever I want to say, or I can do whatever I want to do, and they ain't gonna do nothing.
They ain't gonna do nothing. They don't know me.
Because they don't have a chance. They don't have like the chance of running into you.
Right. Exactly.
So people are just like tripping.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into how, and and no one's telling you how to run your own page and all that stuff, but
some of y'all rude.
I mean, can we start right there?
We ain't talking about. Listen, that's your page. You do whatever you want to do.
Exactly, because I know we do.
We're talking about what you say to other people. Like,
thank you.
The way you conduct yourselves towards others.
Right.
Like, some of y'all be rude.
And you know what? And like, I was thinking about this, like when we were going over topics and stuff like that. And the first thing that I thought about is, and we talk about this all the time. This is just in general. People talk about it. I mean, on social media, on all these platforms and everything like that, you could basically create a character. You can pretty much be who you want to be. And some of y'all have turned into complete and total just assholes. Just complete and total, just, everyone's mom and dad.
Oh, Lord.
And not only that.
Now y'all all cousins.
All cousins. That was cute when we were teenagers. But because
what, just told the people that they assholes.
I mean, because I know I am, but I've learned just not to care. I think that's the thing too, is that people put too much into this and they care a little too much about stuff that's so trivial, and I'm going to get into that.
Yeah, like it's funny you said that, because it is a little weird to like watch people be real serious.
Yeah.
And be arguing and stuff in the comments.
Yeah. Now some of them are pretty entertaining, because I will sit there and lay back on my phone or my iPad and just like I'm reading my book for the night.
Come across a good one.
A good one. And it's a good one when it has over 100 comments. I mean, let's just keep it real. But
oh yeah, this is going to be good.
Yeah, but that's when it comes into the entertainment aspect. But where did it start from? That's the thing.
And I just want to start with the basics, okay?
Yeah.
So, Facebook has instituted, what did we just used to have? A like and comment. That's all you could do and share, right?
That was it, yeah.
So now we have like, care, love, wow, and angry. Did I get them all?
I think that's all of them, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Let's just start there.
Okay.
Because sometimes I think people take, like, let's start with the love button.
Okay, so when I hit like is, oh, I like that. Mm-hmm.
Love is like, oh, I absolutely love this.
Mm-hmm.
It don't mean I love you.
Yep.
I just want to put that out there, because because I think people are getting a little confused with that word.
Yeah.
It don't mean I love you.
Right.
It does not mean that the people love you.
Right.
It just means they love what you posted.
Like the other
Ain't nobody
day,
trying to hook up with you.
right? It was your mom's birthday. I put love on the comment. You know,
Yeah, because
that
you're
was
like,
my
oh, it's
reaction.
her
That is,
birthday.
yes. And your mom is the bomb. So I was like, yeah, you know, I love
I mean, you
this.
know, I think that love button gets people a little bit confused.
Right.
Like, that's hookup season.
Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir. That's not what that is. No. Listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't even hit love on people's. If you post your boyfriend up there and you like, oh, tell my man happy birthday. I'm not. I am not. I'm not doing that.
Because that opens a whole nother can of worms and you about to
If you
get
post
another
a
friend
picture and you and your
request.
man together, it's pretty safe to say I'm not gonna hit love on that either.
Right.
I probably love it because I love to see black love. Now you sometimes I'm gonna hit love because
Right.
I have to really know you as a
I was
couple.
going to say, yeah, if you really truly know that person, they really truly know you, then that's different. But I get exactly what you're saying.
But I'm not hitting love on your man. I'm not doing that because I have gotten some inboxes, and I'm gonna tell you what else I have gotten.
Lord.
If I hit love on you and your man's stuff, or you say tell my man happy birthday, and I tell your man happy birthday, and then your man send me a friend request, I don't like shit like that.
No, because that's taking it
I
to a
don't want
whole
no
new
problems with
level.
nobody.
Right.
I don't want no problem. Listen, I told DM, look, I look, I love my boyfriend, but look, it's rough being in a relationship. Okay?
Right.
And I ain't talking about cheating, just living with another human being.
Right. Right.
It's rough. So,
and y'all's personalities are like night and day, so I know.
It's like a thug and a deacon.
Yeah.
Like, it's rough, okay?
And guess who's the
add
thug?
another man to the number.
Okay, you know the thug is.
When I get these random friend requests, I be like, girl, I'm not accepting your man's friend request.
Right.
It's just weird stuff.
Yeah.
So care. Care is like, if somebody, and I kind of teeter between these two. If somebody says like, oh, keep me lifted up in prayer, I lost a family member. Sometimes I put care or I put love. It just kind of
if you're going through something that you're sharing and it's personal, then yeah.
Right, I want you to know that I care.
Exactly.
About what's going.
Right.
We all know what wow is. Like, oh my God.
Right. I probably use that one.
And
so
I rarely hit angry.
Me too. Yeah. Even if it's a post that's like pisses me off. Yeah. I had to like really be like that one about what's his name? Oh my gosh, the Black Panther director. Damn.
Oh yeah. Ryan, is his name
Coogler? Yeah, I think that is Ryan Coogler. I hit when my cousin posted it, and then I ended up reposting it. I hit angry because that really pissed me off. But anyway, I rarely hit angry as well.
Yeah, like I rarely hit that because it's like I ain't that man, y'all. It's like, and it pissed me off when I saw that story too. Like,
yeah.
It was just kind of like, what is going on here? And we're probably going to discuss that in the part where we talk about like social media stories.
Yeah, because I saw the whole body cam footage and I have something to say to a Black employee that worked at the bank, but go ahead.
Yeah. So those buttons, I just need to get us, familiar because sometimes I think, okay, I was about to say something. Okay, I can't say that. But sometimes, maybe back when you were single or on the prowl, or, when you are single and you on the prowl, and you see a guy post his picture and he's single, he cute, kind of hit love on his,
right.
Kind of can take a love connection because from what I'm understanding, they think that means you like them.
Yeah, so, apparently.
Don't push it. Apparently. If that's what you are out here trying to do,
Child.
But in my eyes, I just miss Black Planet. I miss normal Black Planet.
Yeah. Yes.
I miss normal, like when I logged in 2001. That was the first. I got my first email address when I was 20. And I logged into Black Planet.
Right.
MySpace. It might have been MySpace.
Yeah, I can't. I think.
MySpace was pretty superb too, because you could put music on your page.
Oh, I loved MySpace. You couldn't tell me I wasn't a website developer.
Ah, oh my God! When we thought we was doing it,
Listen,
we was putting those. Remember, because then you had to go to another place.
Yeah, you had to get the code and everything that was already done for you, so we weren't doing nothing.
Honey, I was in C++ class in the back row, supposed to be doing my work, and I was back there fixing up my MySpace page. Okay?
Listen, that was the wrong thing to do. Was around that time put me in a computer class, girl, because I was constantly on Black Planet, College Club, and MySpace, DJing it up, honey. And around that time, I was DJing too, so you couldn't tell me that I wasn't putting my stuff out there.
Listen, in the computer lab in Wesley, doing no work.
No.
Okay, only on Black Planet, checking my messages to see who messaged
Okay.
me. That's all I cared about.
That's it. That is it.
We probably have to do a segment on internet dating, because
Yeah.
I would consider myself an OG. Like, I'll go ahead and just let the cat out of the bag. You know, I've been in this game for a long time.
Right.
And some of the stuff I see you young ladies and young men doing now, I need to put an ebook out,
Child,
about internet dating, because.
And that picture that I posted the other day about old girl that allegedly went to Utah to meet somebody with no money. Yeah, that's stuff that we need to discuss about that.
Yeah, like, I mean, stuff like that. Like,
nah,
homie. No. Yeah, when y'all stop going to their house.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
I need to put an ebook out.
Yeah.
Because I need to tell some of my stories. I probably have to put myself in some dangerous situations, but we're talking about 20 years ago.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
And people, I mean, people are more crafty nowadays.
Yes.
When it comes to social media. So it's more scary. And that's really, I mean, me, and you are too, our true crime.
Now, y'all about to call me crazy. I call this girl crazy for getting on a plane. Look, and to let the truth be told, 20 years ago, I was meeting people, and you really couldn't see no pictures. We had flip phones.
Yeah. And if you weren't taking pictures, if you ain't get that right, girl, if you ain't get that right angle on that flip phone, you weren't seeing nothing but a blur, so you weren't going to even be able to tell who that person was.
I'm telling you, like, now that I sit here and think about it, I better shut up, because that girl ain't too stupid, because I'm stupid too.
Oh, we've all done stupid stuff, but the thing is, it's just like, you fall for the stuff still to this day, and it's not, I'm not saying that it's more common, it's just put out there more.
Yeah, y'all keeping Neve and Cammy in business on Catfish, because look,
child,
I mean, how y'all still falling for he's a model and his camera broke on his phone? Stop talking to him.
But he a model.
Immediately stop talking to him.
Exactly.
If somebody is telling you that their camera is broke on their phone and they don't go get it fixed pronto, because at this point, T-Mobile and them is giving you a new phone and just breaking it up in payments. Like,
listen, I got a free phone, a nice Android phone, and I don't even deal with Android, but I love this phone because and it's my business phone. T-Mobile gave me this joker for free. They're paying for it. So I'm like, yes, you can get a free phone, girl. So
yeah, like,
I mean, come on now.
Me, like, come on.
Right. Child. So
that is, what I'm gonna put something out about the do's and don'ts of internet dating.
You should. That would be good. That would be really good.
Funny.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't listen. Okay. And we're just gonna leave that where it's at.
Right there, right at okay. And then we'll let her elaborate in her ebook when that gets done.
Right on okay. Yeah, but
okay, so I got a couple things I want to say, and they kind of mesh together.
You can tell, Danielle is the mean one here. I'm not really that harsh. I gotta be nice.
I am.
Said, what did you call the people?
Assholes. I did.
Oh,
and when I say what I have to say now, I'm going to be the asshole. But
let's go.
Okay, so I just have a couple statements right here. So the first one, so first, if I post something And the only time that you comment is to disagree. I don't hear from you any other time. You don't like shit. You don't share nothing. But the only time that you comment is to disagree with what I'm saying. Save it.
Nobody likes a negative Nancy.
I mean, I'm just saying. And, and let me just say this. This is to a particular person
Oh, Jesus.
because I see you.
Oh, Jesus.
Girl, I see you. And I'm waiting on you to actually reply back to my question on your comments. Like, what exactly do you mean? I do it every time. And I just want to know so I can let you have it and then delete you. But you can stay around for now, girl. You can stay
Please
around.
don't respond to any of those questions that she asked you.
Why?
Drift away. I don't even know who you are, but drift away.
Oh, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you later.
Drift away, please.
So you can be on the lookout,
nobody
too.
Nobody likes a negative Nancy.
No.
And there are just those people.
Yeah.
Prime example. I will not, disclose this, but I had called you when I got that negative message in my inbox, not like directed towards me.
Right.
And I just was like, why do people do this? Like, I really don't understand it. And people probably like laugh and think I'm like, oh, she's so jokey, and but in all truthfulness, I am probably the most positive. Like, I love everybody.
Yeah, like seriously.
Like, absolutely have no issue with a soul. Like, if I don't like you, you've probably really done something really mean to another person, honestly. You probably haven't even done anything to me.
Right, but
I probably saw you be mean to somebody else, and it rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm still not going to be bothered by you.
Right.
And if you still like called me or said something to me, I still would talk to you.
Right.
But that's just my personality. So I am always a little confused, I guess, when people are just genuinely confrontational all the time.
Exactly. And I mention this all the time. And I know that you see it because I talk about it all the time. I'm not arguing with anybody. Right. I'm not doing that. I used to do that. I used to do the back and forth because I thought it was good dialogue and everything like that. But I'm not arguing back and forth with you. I'm just going to give you just either dust. I might give you a like, but it's usually sarcastic. Right. Just know there's sarcasm behind it.
I think you have grown as a person because I think I think you and I have had this conversation. And we talked about sometimes people want to call themselves, and I know I don't consider you to be like petty. I know you say that, but I think that
it's in a joking way. Yeah,
sarcastic.
Right.
Like if somebody brings the shade to you, you're going to respond.
Right.
I don't think you initiate situations with people.
Never.
That's more of what we consider to be petty. And petty gives off a sense of being miserable.
Yeah, it does.
And I want people to understand that. Like, so I know people think, oh, it's cool to be petty or it's funny. It especially we're in our 40s now.
Right.
It's giving miserable. It's what's giving.
It's giving miserable for sure.
And I don't want you to give that.
Yeah.
Like, give positive, like, and I have seen the growth in you just in the past, like, I would say like 5 years. Like, but you changed things about yourself.
Right.
And when I say that, I hope I don't say this out of context. You changed some of the circle. You changed some of the people that you constantly dialogued with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
correct.
You may have like lessened, your interactions with those people. I don't know if lesson is a word, but
it is. It sounds right. Yeah. Me and my made up words.
Just drawn back a little bit on, because you were going in a different direction.
Right. Exactly.
And so
no, that's true.
I don't consider you to be petty. I just consider you to be like, when somebody like, oh, bitch, did you just try with me?
Yeah, then that's basically, that's when the petty comes out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not, like you said, I mean, I've never been that type of person. I've never been a confrontational type of person. I've never been someone who has like been in the middle of things. I've never been someone who, likes to start stuff. So when it's thrown back at me, it's on. You're going to see a
Right.
totally different side of this quiet person that everybody thinks I'm so quiet, which I am. I'm very quiet and reserved, but you're going to get a different side of it.
Well, you know my motto. I never open a can of worms with nobody. But if
Listen,
you open them, I'm going to dump them motherfuckers out.
I mean, basically, that's what, yeah.
I'm going to dump them out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And I don't like to.
I don't either. That's the thing. It's like I
work so hard, Danielle.
Yeah. Listen.
I work so hard.
Girl.
But you know what? And I hope I ain't telling my grandma's business again. She told us a story one day. She told me a story one day about a situation where she had lost her temper. And it was kind of like, you girl?
Right.
Which I know she feisty now. She'll fight. But to hear that story, and then it was kind of like, it made me control my anger even more. Because I knew it was in me then.
Right.
Because she and I are so much alike. And I just...
So it made you look back.
Fire.
Yeah, look at you. Look at yourself, I mean, I should say.
Yes. And I feel this fire when I get mad. And so, like I tell people, I stopped arguing with people a long time ago.
Yeah.
My mouth is not set up for arguments. And even if me and my boyfriend disagree, even if me and my boyfriend disagree, I don't want to disagree. I don't want to argue because I just say, because 5 minutes, 2 minutes after we've had a disagreement, I'll be like, so what we can eat?
Right.
I'm hungry.
And that pisses people off
at me
for
like
real.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm over it.
As long as I get my point out, I'm good.
Like, I'm over it. It's done for me. Like, I don't like arguments because they linger.
Right.
People are still upset, and I just don't want to, go down that path.
Right. So, it's like I just don't even want to talk about it anymore.
And so now to turn this car into the social media circle, some of y'all will let a simple disagreement from social media,
True,
that should not even be a disagreement, linger, and now y'all don't even like people behind something that happened on the computer.
And half of this shit ain't real. I mean, what world do we live in? Especially, and we talk about this all the time too, we did not grow up with social media.
No.
So we should know how to handle conflict. If you have some, we should know how to deal with certain things that aren't online, that you don't have to do it online.
Right.
Right. So
we should know how to just have genuine relationships. I back away from people who, since we start talking about this, and you said we didn't grow up with social media, I am now addressing the people that we grew up with.
Hello, Gen
I love
X.
y'all. I love y'all a lot. But y'all, you do understand, right, that when you are, is posturing the word that I'm looking for? Online?
Sounds good.
You are posing? We know you.
Yeah.
You do know we can see you, right?
Right.
And some of this stuff you're saying, some of the way you're talking down to people, I think you guys should stop.
Yeah, because as you said, we know you.
Just take a moment to remember that, we can see you. We can read. We see those words that you type in. And we see those, like, pictures that you're posting. And we're like, what?
Yeah. Like, something
Stop doing
don't
that,
seem
y'all.
right. Yeah. I mean, because it's not, it's just like, girl, boy, stop it.
Like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
I could say more, but I think I'm going to just stop
right there.
Right now, because I just want y'all to stop doing that.
Yeah.
And that's like not an ounce of shade. Like, that's genuine.
And we're not being shady at all. This is
like, that's genuine. If you know me, I'm being dead serious with you right now.
Yeah. It's like we see you. And it's
Stop
not a
doing that.
good look.
Because and I want to say this to the women out here. Um, y'all better than that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been saying this right here for a long time, but I've never said it out loud on a mic where people can hear me. Or just out to an audience.
Right.
Y'all are better than that.
Mm-hmm.
You are way more attractive than the shit that you're doing online.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't and some of the stuff I feel like you're doing it because you may feel unattractive.
Oh yeah, it's definitely some insecurity. It's for attention. A lot of things are done for attention.
And y'all are way too beautiful. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean I I really be feeling like I want to go under your post and say, "You too cute for that. Stop doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You think you too attractive to be doing what you're doing.
Right.
You too attractive to be fooling around with this bullshit you typing about this man. Stop
Mm-hmm.
it. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop typing it. Stop.
Yeah.
I wish I had a man who was like bold enough and not relationship. I mean, I wish we could find a man who
Mm-hmm.
was bold enough, not one who in a relationship, but just who would tell the truth
Mm-hmm.
about what type of women you like, what you like from women. I think I'm gonna start inboxing y'all this week.
That would be good.
I
And
just want y'all to
yeah.
because I think we need to get it out there. I think it needs to be said,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And we gonna keep you completely confidential. I'm gonna act like you didn't even say it no more after you tell me.
Right.
But I really would like to just know, and I
Mm-hmm.
think we need to get it out there for women to hear it, because just like with the guy,
Mm-hmm.
oh, now we're talking about social media. Just
Mm-hmm.
like with the guy, who made the comment, um, that he didn't want a woman that like had once she reached all the things and did all the accomplishments, she would say, "Okay, now it's time for me to find a man."
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "No man wants a woman like that."
Yeah.
So I had a conversation with one of my friends. She sent a few people sent the video to me,
Mm-hmm.
and she sent it to me, and she was like, "I believe him though." She's like,
Oh, I
"I believe
totally
that he's
believe
telling
it.
the truth."
That's why when I posted it, I said, I'm just going to sit this right here,
Yeah,
because he's
because
speaking the
but see,
truth.
women don't. When men tell the truth,
Mm-hmm.
instead of women actually taking it in, it's an automatic. Because listen, he's not trying to date you. Like,
Right.
he is just giving his truth for how he feels. And if you want to be honest, he's probably speaking for 75% of the men out here.
Exactly.
If we're just going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, when women hear men give their truth, it's automatically rejected. Like, we need to listen to what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because now, and I'm only talking about for women who want to date men.
Right.
Now, if this is what you saying, you seeking a husband, and
Mm-hmm.
this is what you're in it for, you should be listening to what they're saying. I believe what he was saying was true.
Yeah.
Now, I think there's an age bracket to what he was saying, though. I
Mm-hmm.
think men who are around the ages of between 25 and maybe 45 or maybe 40, they don't want a woman who comes with all those accomplishments, because
Mm-hmm.
most men in that age bracket are in like a building stage. They want to
Right.
build with somebody, you know.
Yeah.
Now, if you get a man who's over 45 or who's in his 50s, he don't care if you have all that stuff, because he's
Mm-hmm.
probably already lived a life too.
Exactly.
So he's not worried about you having more than him, or having he doesn't care about that kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
He's looking for a partner at that time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think people, the pastor used to tell us, you eat the meat and throw the bone away.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think we get so wrapped up in, oh, no, just listen to what he's saying.
And I mean, who better to get it from?
Thank you.
You know
No,
what I mean?
because they want to tell each other.
Yeah, yeah. How do I? And you know what? And there are a couple other guys on the internet who I always give a side eye to, but and I don't listen to them, but I do hear like clips. And one of them I'm going to speak on is Kevin Samuels. And the thing is, I cannot stand him. I think okay, shut up, Danielle. I'm not going to say what I think about him, but I will say this. He's actually saying what a lot of men actually think. Just like you were saying about this guy that, the video that's going around now.
Right.
People like him, people like that Jackson dude who, of course, ended up cheating on his wife, and everything like that, and she was all in her, what was it called, her helmet of salvation and all that, girl. But they're saying they're telling you the truth, and you just need to listen. That's what it is. Don't get so worked up. It's easy to get worked up, trust me, because it's just like, well, damn, you're being hit with the truth, though, and a lot of people don't like the truth, and that's another thing on social media that a lot of people don't react well to is the truth. And yes, it may be the person who's posting it truth, and you may not agree, but there usually is some truth behind it.
Right.
And people don't like to hear the truth at all. Girl, but there is, let me hit on one more thing, and then if you want to, we can move on to something else, or if you have something else to say about social media etiquette. But this kind of ties back into what I was saying, and we hit on this too, like about how the type of person that I am, especially when it comes to social media. So if I post something that's like a joke, or it's meant to be sarcastic or facetious or something like that, don't bring your ass in there and fuck up the mood of, with an analysis on how you feel compelled to post or to make yourself seem intelligent because your shortcomings are not my fault. I mean, that probably irritates me more than you coming into a serious post trying to disagree with me, because I don't care about, I do care about it, obviously, because I spoke on it, but I just ignore you. But if I'm actually just posting something that's funny, that, is just obviously, because let's keep it real, people who follow me on social media and have for a long time, 85 to 90% of my posts are their memes, their jokes, shit like that. Like I don't post too much personal stuff. You may see my nieces and nephew. If I, get a job, like a promotion at my work, I may, shout that out, something like that. Someone in my family or a close friend's birthday, but you're not going to get too much personal about me, and that goes into our discussion on social media and etiquette, and that's why. But why are you coming in with all this seriousness? Is it just to get attention or something like that? Or just to be, just to disagree? Like this morning, I'm going to say it. This morning, I posted a video that I reposted from a friend of mine, and it was about the Kardashians. So Kim is, coming under fire for basically saying, that women need to get up, get off of their ass and work. And I don't know if she just specifically said women, because I don't really pay too much attention to her. But I know she was just telling people need to get up off their ass and work. That is true. I agree with that statement. It's not about the statement. And it's more about the deliverer, because someone who disagreed with me and said, well, her statement is true. No one's saying that what she's saying is not true. First of all, I posted it because the person from TikTok,
she directly said that statement to women. I want to be clear.
Okay, thank you, because I couldn't remember, because I just got so turned off just by thinking of all the things that she did. But in the TikTok video that I reposted, it basically just said, like, not the woman who stole $12,000 in clothing from Brandy, not the woman who uses black.
120,000.
120,000. Yeah, thank you. Correct me, girl, because that's what it was. 120,000. Yes. Yeah, from Brandy, and the woman who uses black men as.
I saw that video. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then like a video I posted, or a meme I posted the other day, was talking about someone who got a Benz for their first birthday. That's the point I'm talking about. I don't give a damn if it was Kim Kardashian or if it was Paris Hilton. Then this person had the nerve. Okay, so they came in, and this is a very close friend of mine, but they came in the post and they said, well, just because it's the deliverer or the person who's giving the message, people need to understand that what she's saying is true. No one's disagreeing with what she's saying. Like I mentioned a little while ago, it's the deliverer. And then he had the nerve to say that the message could have been coming from Oprah or Jay-Z.
So a man, you telling me that a man came in your comment, want a statement that a woman was making about another woman.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Because this person is obsessed with celebrities. I mean, let's just say it. And, so anything that you say against a celebrity, they got something to say to back them up, But the thing that I just told them, I said, you're missing the point. And he was like, no, the point is da 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 da, basically saying that, the point is that's when they said that the message would have came from Jay-Z or Oprah, and I said that's the point right there. I said that just shows that you missed the point because Jay-Z and Oprah didn't grow up like Kim Kardashian. That's the point. Right. We could say all this shady stuff about Kim, like, yeah, she stole money from Brandy. Yeah, she did this. Yeah, she does that. Yeah, she's this type of person, whatever, thing like that. I will never take away the fact that Kris Jenner has built that empire for those girls and herself. I mean, I will never take that away from her, regardless of how she did it, the back on whatever. That's boss moves right there, and that's my opinion. But I still don't like them. So anytime
since you brought this up,
okay, go ahead.
Because that was on my list.
Okay.
That was on my list.
Okay, let's go ahead, girl.
So I only wrote 2 things down concerning like social media, and that was the second thing I wrote down.
Okay.
So I unfollowed Carlos King for posting that.
Uh-huh.
When I saw it on Instagram maybe 2 days ago,
mm-hmm.
It came down my Instagram timeline. I unfollowed him for sharing that.
Uh-huh.
Because somebody who has a career, who's made his career off of, and I'm quite sure she said women.
I'm pretty sure she did.
I mean, it's because everybody's highlighting it for Women's
History Month. Yeah, I think, so you're right.
I'm almost positive that she said women.
Uh-huh.
And I just feel like, what?
I mean, what you've made your career off of? I mean,
bitch, how dare you? Okay,
let's just go there.
Let's go there.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? Because see, you only make, I don't even know where you're getting this from, first of all. It was probably some passive aggressive shit you were directing at Courtney.
Oh,
if we're being honest.
If we're being honest, yeah, probably so. It was
probably some personal passive aggressive shit that you were directing at.
Because that's
Courtney, because y'all swear that Courtney don't want to work, and Courtney enjoys experiences with her children.
Right.
She had children. She enjoys her children.
And now she really don't need to work because not only does she have her money, but now she has Travis Barker's money, but that's a whole nother.
Exactly.
So she can do it.
You are too busy trying to do everything for social media,
mm-hmm.
right back to where we are.
Yep.
You posing for the gram.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. You are really building your life around trying to be reels and Instagram stories and get these. You're not trying to build an actual life worth living.
Right.
You're not.
Mm-mm. You even use I hate to say it, they're her kids, and I'm sure she loves her kids.
She does.
But she uses her kids as trophies too. Let's just keep it
real. She does. Like, let's not pretend just because you are fascinated by celebrities. Let's not pretend like we don't see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not pretend like we haven't been watching them and we have not seen what they did. And do I think what Kris Jenner did was amazing? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You took the fact that your daughter was out here making a sex tape with her boyfriend, mm-hmm. and you flourished it into an empire.
Listen, boss, I'm sorry.
And into another empire, and another, and you kept flipping it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you're supposed to do.
I will not knock you for that one single bit.
Mm-hmm.
But what you will not come out here and do is tell women that, oh, nobody wants to work. Because you know where my mind goes? To women who work 2 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
To women who work, take care of kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, put kids on the bus, pack lunches, wash clothes, mop floors.
Mm-hmm. Who work jobs and take care of a family and go to school.
Yeah, bitch, don't
Mm-hmm.
come in here with your self-righteous ass and
Mm-hmm.
tell women that they not working hard enough and the problem is that nobody wants to work. No, bitch, because you really don't work. You
Exactly.
don't know what hard work is.
You're at the point right now where, and not only just right now, but especially now because you're almost in the billionaire status. I'm not sure she is now without Kanye's money, but you're at a point right now where your money works for you. You ain't working hard. I mean, you're not
And
working
let's
hard
be
for that money.
real.
Let's just say
You
that.
bitches started with that clothing store.
Mm-hmm.
You was rarely working in that clothing store. You was
Exactly.
getting paid off of appearances. When you was living in that one bedroom condo,
Mm-hmm.
you were Chris was getting you jobs off of appearances when you was dating Reggie Bush.
Yep.
Bitch, don't forget where you came from.
Exactly.
Courtney and Chloe was working in that store.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Courtney is the one who built that brand.
Yep. Sure did.
Courtney is the one with the education who built Dash from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
So while you out here mad at her, telling her, oh, she don't want to work, bitch, she's laid the foundation for what you got.
Exactly.
So that's why I know people was posting it and they was agreeing with that shit. I can't rock with it. I'm sorry.
No, I can't. I mean,
Because
duh.
I think
Everybody knows
about
people
black
need to
women
work.
who work. I got black women
Yeah.
in my family who work.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends who was earning master's degrees, going to part-time jobs
Hello.
while they was working a full-time job.
Mm-hmm. And
Going to
some
their
of them take
full-time
care of
job,
family.
student teaching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, going to grad school at night.
Right.
I was going to work, going to grad school.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, you don't know what hard work is.
You don't know what hard
don't
work
come
is.
here talking that shit.
Right. And that's the point that I was trying to make. You know, it's like, it's not the message. We get the message. You know, and then the thing is, the people to buy this expensive shit that y'all are selling, that's way overpriced. How do you think they're getting the money? They're working.
Thank you.
I mean,
Let Oprah tell, yeah, you're right. Let Oprah tell me.
Yeah.
Oprah worked.
Mm-hmm. She worked
and
from
built
the bottom.
An empire
Exactly. Jay-Z.
from the ground up without showing her ass. So
Right.
let her come and tell me.
When he used Oprah and Jay-Z as example, I was like, yeah, they can deliver that message to me all the time, and I would listen to that because they actually worked for where they're at right now.
Yes, let Jay-Z tell me when he had packs in his trunk. I'm gonna take it from the crack dealer before I take it from you, bitch. You would never get that coming from me.
Exactly. Never.
No. I'll take the guy from the project for $200.
Exactly.
Let him sit down and tell me, but not you. Bitch, you ain't never not lived in Calabasas.
Exactly.
Huh?
Hello.
Are you crazy?
I mean, look who your parents' friends are and were. Your father was a huge attorney.
You was like white people royalty in the 90s.
Thank you.
Like, let's be real.
Let's be real. Your best friends.
For that to come from a person, Danielle, who's never really worked. She ain't clocked in nowhere. Ever in her life.
Right.
Oh, she worked at her dad. It was your dad's company.
Thank you.
You did. You was the receptionist at the he did something for a record label or something.
Right.
And she was there.
And you probably just thought
she married her first husband.
Yeah, exactly. And you probably just did it because you thought it would be fun. You know, that's fun to you.
Exactly.
You know, let me have a regular. That's just like these white kids coming to like Ohio State from the suburbs, stuff like that, and they love living in the hood because they think that's living. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, getting a house around campus.
Like it's a joke.
It's a joke to them. Right. So, yeah, I'm going to work. I'm going to be the receptionist. This is fun, you know, because you know you don't have to do it. See what I'm saying?
I mean, people can defend them all they want to.
Right. Exactly. I mean, you know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, when the Kardashians, you know, I can't stand them, but when they do something that I agree with, I will give them props, you know, but it's just very rarely that it happens. And that should say a lot right there. So, people are just,
I have nothing coming for them.
Nothing. I can't.
I mean, I used to watch the show, and we all know. I mean, I guess people know. I used to be a diehard fan.
I used to watch the show. I liked them at one point. So yeah.
But the way Chloe used to disrespect Chris,
girl.
Like,
I mean,
look, honor your parents.
Espe-
Chloe is disrespectful. So
Very.
I see people having sympathy for Chloe now, but y'all don't know how Chloe used to act then.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe was she dogged
Oh,
Chris
she was trash. You think she's
like
trash now? She was
seriously,
trash.
like
Yeah.
she dogged Chris.
And at first I used to like, because I used to like her feistiness, and I used to like how she would just speak her mind and everything like that. But
But it
then
grew
it grew
disrespectful.
disrespectful. Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it definitely did.
Yep.
Girl. So you,
Yes, indeed.
yeah. So let's just hit on real quick. Let's just talk about this mess that's going on in Ukraine. And of course, we don't want to
Oh
drag it
yeah.
out because it's a lot. It's a lot going on. So let me just say
And this is
this.
how I understood it. Like, let's go back to the conception.
Okay, go ahead.
Because we grew up and Russia was the Soviet Union back then.
Right. Yeah.
So now this is what they say. Ukraine was part of the Soviet, the original setup of Russia.
Right.
It was on the far, it was that north, south, east, west. It was in the far west of Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And then when all the sanctions back in the, would that have been under, was that under Gorbachev?
Yeah, that was still
Under.
Gorbachev. Yeah, that was still Gorbachev.
So I guess the sanctions, and then some countries started to break away, got their independence from Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Ukraine was one of those countries.
Right.
So he has gone on to say he feels like Ukraine is Russia's anyway, and he wants it back.
I mean, it's not funny, but it's just so ridiculous.
It's like the audacity.
Like, how dare y'all?
Like, he wants it back. Like, and he feels like rightfully. And then here I go. When I saw the map, I was like, oh shit, he might be telling the truth.
Right. When you look at where Russia is and where,
and then
in
you
the
look
origin,
at what it was like.
Yeah.
The Ukraine used to be Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're supposed to say now.
Right.
I didn't know what we were supposed to say after that. Because I was like, well, damn, he is telling the truth. But you still can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, they formed their own independence. They're a whole nother country now. They're recognized as another country, regardless if you like it or not. So, yeah.
And he became threatened.
Mm-hmm.
So the first, like, when he started to surround, we call my boyfriend many things.
Mm-hmm.
Sports Almanac, So when me and Sports Almanac, he forces me to watch nightly news every day.
Right.
And so we were watching the news, and when he started to surround the country, they started to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, so basically what he has seen is that Ukraine has made a decision to join NATO.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows that threatens his position.
Right.
That threatens him gaining support on his side. And so instead of allowing them, which you can't allow me to do nothing.
That part.
Instead of allowing them to peacefully join NATO, he has just decided that he's going to take it over.
Yeah. It's mine.
And to watch that,
I mean,
I told him yesterday, I was like, can we please not watch it?
Yeah, like, I can't watch
the
it.
Same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's just take a break because it's just sad.
It's terrible. I mean, it's bad. It's sad overall, but especially when I see the kids, I can't take it. Mm-hmm. I can't.
Why are you dropping bombs?
Exactly.
On civilians.
Right. And that makes me think that it's more to it. It's more. Well, we already know he's crazy as Cat P. We already know that. So
yeah, because now they're talking about like you see how he sits at one end of the table,
girl.
Like they sit at the other, and I'm like,
oh, so you just don't trust? You don't even trust your people now. You don't trust the damn. That's correct. Now that weird. When I saw that picture, I was like, wait a minute. I was just like, So this is on a whole nother. I mean, it's still the basis of what you said of what's going on, obviously, but now it's at a totally different point. Like now,
and I know we don't have any more time left to say this, but I just want to throw this out there really quick.
Go ahead.
I told you this privately. But I am a little disturbed by the Republican Party.
Oh my gosh.
Showing support for Russia.
And we know what that is. Yeah, we know what that is. But to openly do it?
And I was with Mitt Romney when he said, this is treasonous. Like, for you to be a United States citizen and to say that you are supporting Putin, he was like, this is like treason. It should be. Now, it's just, I don't know. We're living in a different, I mean, because we were kids. When we grew up, you know, it was like, no Russia.
No. Yeah. And they would feel the same way if their leader wouldn't say, yeah, exactly.
But now it's like,
and you know, and let me say this. So I'm not going to say where I work, where my regular job is, but let me just say I'm pretty much giving it away, but I'm basically on the same level as the people in Congress and stuff like that. Right. Not on their level, but
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Okay. If I were to do the things that they did, I would be fired, union or not. I would be gone.
Right.
They can do and say all this stuff, and they get just a slap on the wrist, and it's ridiculous.
Do they even get a slap on the wrist?
Okay.
I haven't seen
anything
sanctioning them
or just kicking them out of Congress. They need to be gone. The people with these thoughts and idolations, they're using it as free speech, and it's not. Like Mitt Romney said, and everyone else with common sense and knowledge says it's treasonous, and it is. But they do it because they know they can get away with it.
And they can.
And they're just waiting for Trump to get back in office so they can get away with even more.
Well, that's our show for today.
That's it. We're going to end it on that note. So we hope that you...
Drop the mic.
Drop it, girl. You know how we do. Y'all know how this show is by now. Just don't, So
that was that on that.
And that's how we're going to end it. So,
all right. Well, you guys have an amazing week. Yes. Stay positive.
Stay positive.
Stay strong.
Yes.
If you only drunk 1 cup of water a day this week, try to drink. Let me tell you something. 8 cups of water is 3 bottles of water.
Yeah.
That ain't a lot.
That's not a lot at all. When you hear
8-ounce cups, right?
Right. Yeah. You're supposed to get. You're supposed to get 64 ounces. Yeah.
Yep. 3 bottles of water is all you need.
That's all you need.
Make that your goal for the week.
Yeah.
When it comes to water, we'll work on vegetables next week.
We'll not in stages. Well, we do. We got to work with the people. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys have a good week.
All right, everybody. Have a good one. Stay safe, and we'll hit you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.